Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. I'm PT, your disaster tour guide, and it is good to be back. God damn it!
Okay, everything okay? No, it all broke again!
Somebody stop sharing their screen.
It's because I couldn't hear you guys and I had to rejoin the call.
This is gonna be something.
Classic.
Oh.
Look, you get some portion of all of us. It's fine.
We get
Anyway.
Jencat. Oh my god, it's all Lyra!
It's all Lyra.
Just as it should be.
It's all Lyra, always has been.
No, you monster. Yeah, Lyra's actually the big bad, y'all.
We are fighting today.
God.
You're fighting. The only thing you should be fighting today are your deep insecurities about your characters.
Cool.
Yay!
I love fighting my insecurities.
I've been listening to so much Dungeons and Daddies, I'm like ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Also, I have
finished
to.
season 1 like yesterday. It was great.
Oh.
You know when people say
love
words,
Beth
but they mean nothing to you?
Dungeons and Daddies is a D&D
words.
podcast about
podcast.
dads who are trying to get their sons back from the D&D world. They were just trying to go to soccer, but it didn't work out.
And maybe the greatest person on earth is a player in it. I love Beth May.
Yeah, so true.
I was gonna say, your answer isn't Ron.
That sounded like a real, practiced sales pitch, Sky.
You know what's funny is it's not. It's absolutely not.
I know,
But
but
it's
it
easy
had
to-
that vibe to it. Anyways,
I know, I'm just good at advertising.
welcome back to
really
Bits,
are.
Crits, and Halfwits. I'm PT, your disaster tour guide. We have more players than normal.
No, we
but
don't.
Now
What?
we're back to normal, so it's okay. Which, I guess, would lead us off with, before we get our characters introduced, back to the Maestra?
Yeah, I don't know
What is
either.
the... We'll go with Maestro.
Minestrone?
Gender is a myth. The Maestro of the questions.
Yeah.
Rosie, what is our question of the day?
Okay, I'm coming in hot today.
Oh,
If your character had to choose an animal to trust not with their life, but just with their taxes, what animal would you trust?
Oh, I got this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
I also have
Same.
this one.
First, we got Llewyn Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Oldfast, played by...
Hi, it's me, Brumbo. I'm gonna say goat. Goat. Brando. That sounds stupid. No, I'm gonna fucking sell you on this shit. Minotaurs
Oh.
don't do fucking taxes. These stupid elves gonna hand me some paper? Nuh-uh. That's a snack for the goat. Goat snack.
Goat snack. Yeah.
I guess that really is handling your
Don't.
taxes.
Mhm.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf blizzard from Zraya, played by...
It's me, Isaac. Today at work I played StarCraft. And I think Isaac, this is Isaac, a question about Elliot. No, wait.
Mhm.
This
Yes.
is...
I don't know. I'm gonna answer one for myself and one for Lyra. So
Well, I've confused myself. Elliot would only trust a badger with his taxes. Period. End of
Oh.
story. And I think Isaac would only trust a corgi with his taxes.
Mm.
Not like dogs in general, just a corgi.
that's a good answer. They have trusting faces.
Yes.
And yet they are little bastards.
Are they?
Kinda, yeah.
They can be. They're a herding breed, so if you don't entertain them, they get terrible.
They're
Rune
a
has
little
one.
bastard.
Rune has one.
What the
They
hell
are
do they
herding
herd?
breed.
Moles?
No, they
Like
herd cows. They're made.
cows?
They have short legs so that they're specifically at ankle height. But if things kick them, they kick over them. That's also why they don't have.
You fucking what?
Yeah.
What?
They're literally ankle biters.
What the crap?
Yeah, they're not like a very commonly used work breed anymore, but that is what they were originally bred for.
Yes.
Well,
and
this
then
changes all of my views on corgi. I will not trust them with my taxes.
And then the Queen of England found out about them, and that was their new job forever.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but herding animals cannot do taxes.
Yeah,
Just not
I
happening.
agree. Yeah.
Then we have.
Would you trust the football coach with your taxes? I didn't think so.
Then we have Lyra Dreamshadow, the Kalishtar wizard from
Stipvale.
From
No.
the stump,
Job.
Nice.
named
Wow.
played by.
My question is, did you
stump.
forget the city or did you forget which city?
I forgot the city.
Okay. I don't know if that's better or worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's pretty obsolete now. So, oh well.
Hey, everyone who
yes.
survived has gone on to do great things.
True.
We're traveling around in an airship right now. You don't know that, but
No.
yeah.
Spoilers. Oh, anyway, I'm Rosie. Hi, it's been a minute.
Many
and
minutes.
many moments. Quite a couple months, you might say.
Newson has forgotten your face.
No.
And you won't recognize hers, so it's fine.
Oh god. I'll have to roll for it. But anyway, yes, my answer for this question. Well, so okay, I'll give a little background on this question. I was chatting with someone and I was like, I don't really trust goats because we were discussing goat yoga and I thought that was too vulnerable of a position to put myself in with goats.
That's fair.
And they said, well, what do you trust? And I said, I would trust a giraffe with my taxes, but not with my life.
Yeah,
so my answer is giraffe.
All right.
Lyra's answer is, I think, literally any animal. She is very trusting.
She trusts everyone.
She trusts all animals. She's like, it's okay. They're not gonna. They're not gonna do anything. Like they're good. They have good intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have good intentions. They're animals.
Yeah. They, I don't know. They can look at my social security number. That's okay.
And then we have Newson Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Oldfast, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. Newson's answer is obvious. Manatees. It's her favorite animal, so obviously, if she was gonna have someone do her taxes, it would be a manatee. And the manatee would probably end up much the same as Lulin's goat answer, which is it would get eaten. So, win-win for everyone, really.
Yeah.
So, but Sky's answer, I think, would be, like, my instinct is to go for birds, and I think an owl, I think an owl would do my taxes pretty well. They're wise, got good eyesight, sharp claws.
And last but not least, we have Karakarim, the Furbolg Warlock from Melania, played by.
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT, and I have my answer and Karak's are the same for very different reasons.
Oh.
Karak would trust a ferret to do his taxes because he doesn't know what taxes are, but like ferrets seem pretty cool. That seems the best answer for him. And my reason is because a group of ferrets is called a business.
That's super fair.
All right.
Wow.
If anyone knows how to do taxes, it's the guys whose group is called a business.
How many businesses commit tax fraud every year and don't get caught for it?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
All of them.
It's called functioning at a deficit.
Yep.
Out of character, I would have an orangutan do it, just because I like the way they look when they scratch their heads.
Yeah.
And in character, I'm going to go with the one, the truth, really the only correct answer, because if you're not having Jeffries do your taxes, you're wrong.
I said an owl, so...
I said an owl for you. I'm surprised that Elliot has no faith in Jeffries.
I trust Nimblet with my taxes.
Trust Nimblet with your life. You care much more about that than taxes.
Lyra kind of said Jeffries because she said all animals.
That's true.
Mhm.
All animals does encompass Jeffries.
Is Jeffries a real animal, being as he's a familiar?
Oh, probably not. He's a fey creature, isn't he?
Wow, I can't believe you're going to tell me that Jeffries isn't an animal. No, he probably isn't. You're right. But
Then I will also go with Badger. Because if they can't do my taxes, they're sure as shit gonna bite the guy who comes to get them.
There you go.
And you know, fuck elven bureaucracy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's in the rules.
All right,
You gotta
well,
live with it.
without further ado, I need everybody but Lyra to mute me and Lyra.
To get out of here.
Oh, cool.
It's been a
Mute.
great session. Mr. Euler.
It's my show now.
Mute. All right.
All right. Wow, they just deafened. That was not the intended consequence, but it works out. All right. As we open on our scene, it's a small cottage located high up in what initially appears to be the mountains, but as the clouds clear, you see that it is a floating island. As we zoom in through the front door, the door swings open to reveal two people. Ignivore, the large red dragonborn with fiery tears streaming from his eyes, is sitting at the table, pouring and serving himself a cup of tea, and sitting across from him is a very familiar wizard. That's you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Do you like 2 sugars or 1?
1 sugar thing.
Because there's two in it already. I'm sorry.
What?
I can make another one. I can make another one.
No. There's no reason to regret it as he stirs it with his spoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll remember next time.
Well, I hope you remember everything, Lyra. You have been a fantastic assistant these last couple 1,000 years.
Thanks. She kind of straightens up a little bit. She's like, wow, thanks. I mean, and you've been a great mentor. Thank you so much.
Of course. Unfortunately, I have a feeling our time will be coming to an end soon.
Well, I mean, that means that they found it. I get right. Did they find it?
It would mean they found it.
Oh my gosh.
They are.
Oh my gosh.
The alarms you insisted we put underneath the ice at the base of the mountain triggered this morning. So.
Wow. It's been a really long time. What if they don't like what I did with my hair? It's exactly the same, but what if they wanted it to change?
It is important to remember that it has been much longer for you than it has been for them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen them in it's been a long time.
It has been somewhere in the realm of a week for them.
Okay, so not much could have changed. So I just need to, yeah. I feel kind of, I don't know. I feel like a little bit of, I don't know. I feel kind of removed
Trepidation?
from, yeah, and maybe I'm different than they remember. I don't know. A lot has happened.
The important thing is that you do not forget who you are. Or what our task is.
Yeah. I've got it all up here. And then taps her head.
As time kind of continues to flow out of sync with the real world, by the time you've brought him another scone from the counter, he kind of goes to take a bite, and you watch as the teapot in the center of the table, one of the gems on it begins flashing red. They've found my message.
Oh my gosh, yay. I mean, I guess our time is coming to an end then.
Well, you'll always be able to see me where yesterday meets today.
Yeah. Always there. Do you think you have any advice for me on how to? I mean, I know that I can't really talk about the plan, and I'm just not sure
You're
how to
not
like.
bound by the same laws I am. Just be careful when you
Yeah, but
speak of it.
right, in case anyone's listening in, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I just want to like say everything, but if anyone's listening in, that'd be like disastrous.
It would cause the whole
Um,
plan to fall to ruin.
right. So I don't want to do that. What do you think I can say to them without, messing this all up? Like, is it okay that I say we need to go to to Moggs again? Or should I just say we need to go and follow me? Don't worry about it.
While I know the path that history has carved through the weave, you know the path that your relationship has carved through the heart of your friends. I leave it unto you to decide which way the water should flow.
Okay.
But remember, your time in Eureka, amongst other places, there are those who are getting ready for this fight. Not just your friends.
Right.
So I suppose the last question comes to you, Miss Dream Shadow. Are we finally ready to put an end to past wrongs?
Let's do it. She holds out her hand.
He takes your hand and he takes that silver spoon that he's been using the entire time and begins stirring the tea backwards. As the two of you, as runes around the room begin to light up and you feel yourself begin to be transported. Alright, I gotta give them the undeafen sign.
Yeah. Undeafen.
Booga
This
booga.
is the undeafen song.
There's one.
This is the
Please, Brambo, join me in spamming. There's two. Please, my
song.
friends, join me in spamming thumbs up for the rest of the group.
Is the undeafen.
There's three. I may have to come
We're
to
on-
terms with the fact that we'll never get the last one back. Brando, that is not the symbol I told you to spam.
Oh, wait, we didn't get undeafen. What's a oh,
It's not D&D if you're not flirting with your friends.
Why a broccoli?
because I was eating broccoli like a minute ago. I don't know.
Is
It's an
that-
inside joke with myself.
Is that Lyra's favorite tree?
No.
A
No, Lyra's favorite
tree.
tree. Wow, look at all this stuff.
Lads, we got him.
Mhm.
We got him.
The rest of
We
you,
got him.
as you're kind of packing up everything you've grabbed from this lair and beginning to try and find a way out of it, roll me perception checks.
Perception.
Are we rolling?
We
Wait,
perceptiling.
roll it?
Oh wait.
Or we
Wow, great. Good start for me. I'm far too stupid for this.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
God, I forgot you rolled a 31 on investigation the other day.
God.
Hey!
The worst part is it wasn't. It was a 17 as like their base number.
Yeah.
That wasn't
it's
even
got
their max.
Well,
Big
here's the
smart.
good news, kids. Even with
Sorry,
nines,
remind me, was it perception or investigation?
Perception.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. I totally knew that. I'm paying attention at all times with the peak
Totally. Yeah.
perceiving a nation of my brain.
Oh,
Yes,
damn!
Let's go.
As Jeffries, no less.
So
No, as Jeffries didn't even add my dice.
No,
the
no.
rest of you
Only.
kind of turn and look as you hear the water rapidly draining out of this room, faster than it was before. As you see the roots in the bottom begin to rearrange themselves into a teleportation circle. Elliot, you get a distinct sense immediately. You turn around and you look at this, and you know that it can only mean one thing, and that is that a god is coming.
Ready your spells. Also, PT, will you move me back into the map?
How did you move yourself out of the map?
You ever just leave the fucking map?
I can't
You ever
even see
leave
you. I don't even know where you are. Here, have a...
Sometimes this plane of existence is too boring.
That's why you
You're-
rolled. That's why you rolled as Jeffries, because you just didn't exist. You
You ever just wizard so hard?
Oh my god.
ever just wizard so
And as
hard
the
you
water
unwizard?
drains out of the center of this room and these runes begin lighting up in this bright orangish red color, there's a blinding flash
Ready your spells, as Elliot sort of like screams in flash.
as two figures appear in the middle of the room. One of them is the same dragonborn from the note, tears streaming down his face, and the other one has a shock of red hair with a few white strands.
And she falls over, I think, as she gets into, and so, like, you know, she coalesces and then immediately trips on some rocks that are underneath her. And she's like, whoa, uneven ground.
Well, you know, it's slippery. It used to be a pond or a lake, I guess.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Why'd you send the message if you were just gonna come?
Lyra.
Also,
Whoa.
great to see you, Lyra.
Oh my gosh, you guys! It's been so long! Like 100 years. It's been so long. How are
Right.
you guys?
Lyra, roll me insight.
Years.
Insight.
Years.
Where's Newsin?
Wait, where's Newsin? Hasn't it only been like a week for you guys?
Right. Karok
In
kind of
Karok's
just
head. Wait. Do we take this opportunity for a prank? No, it's not worth it. Newsin turned into an elf.
Karok's just
What?
just like flourishing, just like hands present. This is like, here.
Yeah, that's like me.
I think that Lyra is like a little taken aback.
Oh, there goes
by
the
this new
riveting
attitude.
intellectual conversations your love was built on.
Newsin, is that really you? Is this a new look, or was this a choice you made, or like?
No, it wasn't a choice. It was wild magic, you know. I've been changed
right.
into like a lot of things over
Right.
the last like 2 weeks. I'm pretty tired of it, honestly.
Yeah, you turned.
Well, we should be able to get you back in your right shape, right?
I mean,
I think I'm just kind of like stuck like this. I mean, I think it's similar to how the dog was, where like it'll like
The dog?
They turned into a dog at one point.
I was a terrier for several days.
Are
Kill me.
you okay?
That's like, you know, that's like a big question. But short answer, no.
Okay, let's leave this area. How's that? Let's leave this damp cave, and then we can talk. And I know that I floated like a group therapy session a while ago, but maybe we should think about it a little more seriously. You know?
There's like no
Um,
one to give us therapy, honestly.
Oh yikes!
Side panel over to
That's true.
Lewin and Elliot, and Lewin pulls out a bingo card and stamps for Lyra mentioning
Therapy?
group therapy.
It's only been
Did you
one
just have this pre-made?
week. Wait,
Yeah,
who did you
I'm
make
impressed. Do you have one for me?
Yeah, yeah.
Here, let me pick my card as he like looks for the stack.
There's only 3. Because Lulu didn't think Newsom would want to participate in the game.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
So you guys really did this fast. I'm very impressed because it has been like a week for you, right? Or has it been longer?
It's been 20 years.
It's been like
thank God I'm an elf, honestly.
10,000 for me, but
it's been 10,000 years for you.
Not exactly. I
that's like a lot.
Ignifor put me to sleep for some of it, so I didn't actually have to experience all of those years, but like I had to experience, parts of all of those years, and it was a long time. I don't know what it actually totaled to.
Storm died.
But I haven't seen you guys in so long.
Stream, stand by for chaos. Enjoy your half Lulin and your half Elliot.
Yippee!
Somebody break things?
Someone broke it.
We lost term, so everything's broken now.
Yeah.
And I'm not fixing it. Keep role playing.
You know what they call this? Fragile software design. Just saying.
I mean, it's been like I think it's been like a little longer than a week. We've been in here for a while. It took Elliot like a long time to take apart that thing, she says, gesturing to the...
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you did such a
good job. It was
job.
masterfully put together. I had to, take some time.
Yeah, it was really boring.
That's so nice that you think it was masterfully put together. Wow.
Yeah, well.
Yes,
Newson could have read a book to fill the time. If Newson could still read, I guess.
Yes, Miss Dream
Excuse
Shadow.
you.
Miss Dream Shadow did spend about 750 years putting it together from the instructions.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had fun.
Wait, you have the instructions?
And then I was kind of lonely, but...
I have the instructions.
Oh yeah, guys, this is Ignifor. He's I was gonna say my new best friend, but only in the sense that I haven't seen you guys in a really long time, not in the sense that you're not also my best friends.
That doesn't make me feel as bad as I thought it would.
No, okay, you're all my best friends.
I sure hope so.
I'm kind of impressed that it matters to you that if a mortal likes you or not, honestly.
We're friends!
Yes.
Are you god-shaming again, Newson?
Yeah, I am, okay? You locked me into an eternal pact to settle your arguments with Allrond forever, alright? I can god-shame a little bit if I want.
Can we talk? Wait, what?
It saddens me, Miss Worldwalker, that you think I'm like all the rest. How far away?
Well, honestly, I don't know you, so...
Understandable.
Yeah. Kind of weird that you would think we would not judge you like all the rest. Like, do we just think every god is a good god until they prove us wrong?
You also took our friend's soul and didn't give her back for 10,000 years in her time estimate. So, like, I think you deserve to be criticized a little bit.
But, yeah.
That was not,
you did it? Wait, hold on. You chose not to come back?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, there's a reason that I, looked at, or I went through all those years. I figured out a lot, and I helped make this for you guys so that we had a chance. And I do actually know quite a lot of information about what we need to do next. But I don't necessarily want to say that when there could be eavesdroppers.
Oh, there can't be. Elliot took care of that. The gods aren't allowed to spy on us anymore.
That's true.
Is that true?
That is true, yeah.
It is 100% true.
Remarkable idea, Miss Dream Shadow, to include mechanical triggers for when they arrived.
Sorry, say that again?
Hence why your idea to include mechanical triggers for their arrival. Show great
Oh.
foresight.
Yeah, I mean, I just, like gears, but, yeah.
I just
Wait,
like
so-
gears.
Yeah, I just think
We
they're
do
neat.
just like gears.
But okay, wait, so okay, how can we be really, really sure that this is a thing? Because, if there's anyone at all, or like this, sharing this information with the gods, can like fuck up everything really bad for us. Like really, really bad for everyone. So like,
I mean,
how
could
did
just
you?
like trust you. But I used the power of one of the artifacts. I just used it up.
Yeah.
Lyra's gonna turn to Ignivore. Would that work, you think?
Well, I surely can't see them.
Oh, true. Okay, you stand out. You stand in that corner and turn around, and then see if you can see us.
What I meant
Like a
is that I
little-
could not divine them from the cottage. My perception skills are still high enough to witness everything in this room from the corner of the mystery shadow.
Okay.
But I am honored that our time together has got you thinking of me as if I were truly mortal.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Bad idea, but that brings me to a different idea. Are we sure there isn't anybody in this room currently, other than you, who is a god?
Yeah, we're pretty sure.
Check all the corners. They're crafty.
There are 2.5 other gods in this room.
Okay. See, that's a problem.
I
Wait,
do not
wait,
believe they
who
are
was
gods you need to worry about.
Okay. Wait, 2.5?
Yes,
Well,
there's God's Pacho
Nimblit's
on your
here.
wrist,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
as well as Nimblit, and
Newson pats the pauldron.
of course, obviously, Elliot is here.
Mhm.
Mhm.
He's in god denial though.
Well, it would make sense. Only half of him is ascended.
Mm.
Well,
Okay.
I don't really have a plan on fixing that other half, so I think we're good just to call me human for now.
Okay, so now that we're sure, number 1, do not trust Asterion. He is so evil. He's so evil, you guys. He's really, really evil.
Okay.
Do we know
yeah.
this? Did you guys figure that out?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. Okay. Yeah, God of Envy, evil. I guess I covered that. And okay, and so the gods, some of them with the Ignivore had this plan to, get him real good.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we have to do next is we have to make the weapon. So we have the stuff, we got to make the weapon, and we got to go to Mog to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Mog?
I'm really excited. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh my god, I can have tea with them. I was worried I wouldn't see him again.
Yeah. Also, Ignivore is like here right now, so if you want to ask him questions, has so much knowledge, and is really cool. And
You
also,
watch
I
as
vouch
he
for
puts a
Ignivore.
hand over his heart when she says "really cool."
Yeah, no, I can vouch for Ignivore. We've spent like I guess 700 years together, so that's quite a long time.
Give or take a few decades.
Yeah. So solid. I vouch, I guess. So if that helps.
I mean,
I have one
better.
quick question. So,
Yes.
are you like physically here, or is this just like your soul
I
projection?
am 100% physically here, I think.
Newsom looks at Elliot and goes, "We should probably message Miss Dream Shadow because for sure Lyra's body has just gone missing and she's gonna be freaking out."
It has been handled. I left.
Okay.
I left a note.
You left a note? You stole a
no.
body and left a note?
Wait.
Elliot, I
What
really
does the
think
note
you should
say?
probably send her a
Nothing.
message.
What does the note say?
Elliot is definitely using a slot for sending.
What does the note say? I want to know.
Yeah, I also would like to know
what are you sending to Miss Dream Shadow?
So Lyra woke up, she found us, so
It wasn't
not
you?
in a coma.
It wasn't you? Okay. Well, I'm glad she found you, I guess. Who left a note that said, "Be not afraid"?
Some god.
Some what?
A god. One of them.
And
I think the god of regret. I don't think he'll regret this particularly, but
and he took my daughter.
He revived. Well, she was hanging out with him.
You have to be over the word limit.
So he did take my daughter.
He like took her immortal soul and then her body separately.
Yeah, very separate events. As it is.
Well, you tell this god that when I see him, he's gonna have a piece of my mind.
Okay.
She could probably just like pray the sass to him, you know? That's like how gods work, right?
Newton said you should pray the sass to him.
Mm-hmm.
Elliot, it'll be a cold day in Soraya when I pray to a god.
Okay.
That's my mom.
That's my
Snow
mom.
in Soraya like last week.
Yeah, that was like our fault though, you know? Well,
It's been a hell. There's so much has happened in a week.
oh yeah, we like.
She seemed much nicer when you had me watch how your mother and father met.
Oh, she is nice. I mean, you know, she's maybe a little prejudiced against the gods for, you know, probably mostly valid reasons. But you know, we'll introduce you to, and it'll be great. No worries. You know,
understand how
you're
she
not
bullied
like
your
other
father
gods.
into an engagement.
yeah. So it's great.
Anyways, shall I leave you with your friends, or would you like me to stay?
I don't know. I guess do you guys have any questions? I mean, Ignivore is a great resource.
Yes, a resource.
So like
reference. No, and a friend.
I've been
And a
demoted
friend.
from friend
Best
to
book.
reference materials. As he reaches up and like wipes a flaming tear from under his eye.
No, okay, they just don't know you yet, so you're a resource to them, and you're a friend to me. But you could be a friend and a resource to all. You know, I'm gonna stop talking now. So
like, how much information can you actually give us? Because like the last god that gave us information literally had to die because of it.
Yes.
So great things are loopholes.
Any information. However, and he kind of gestures to Lyra.
Yeah, so there's this great loophole, which is that he can't tell us anything we don't already know. But I just spent a long time learning a lot of what Ignivore knows. So actually, he can say a lot about what happened in the last 10,000 years.
Because you like know everything.
Because I know it. Yes.
And so because you know it,
it's free knowledge.
It's not quite. Your friend will have to tell you, but I can expand upon concept once she has.
So like which number are you? Like what order were you in the god order of creation? Because we got that whole like story.
Yes.
Like how long you been at this?
Do I know that?
You would, but he can also just tell them that.
Yeah,
because we know the people.
We know
the
story.
Chronicling the rise and fall of perpetuals. It's been so long, perhaps the second or third.
Oh wow, I've been here a long time.
But there's been there's been more than 7.
More than 7?
Oh yeah, you guys, Astera Leone loves like making gods and then eating them. So
Eating
that's
them. Hold the
Yeah.
damn phone.
Oh, Elliot, you're
Have
an
you
hors
waited this long?
d'oeuvre. You're
I'm sorry, there's
an
there's a
hors d'oeuvre.
lot going on. And also he's trying to do that with Velkin too.
He's trying to eat Velkin?
Yeah.
Honestly,
big time.
deserved.
Karak
But if he eats him, I know, but if he eats him, then he gets a bunch of like power.
Uh,
So
Will
yeah.
assuredly cost
God, we
you
have to
any of
help
your
him.
money.
Oh, God.
Well,
Karak kind
So-
of
I
Oh,
just
is-
wanted to axe
you
him.
don't have to help him. Killing him would suffice.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Can
because
I
I'm
eat
kind
it?
of bound to that.
Wait,
I
why do you
suppose
want to
if-
eat
I
him?
suppose if we wanted to save the world, killing Elliot would suffice as well, but
Well,
Why?
Okay,
Right?
let's not do
I don't
that.
think, maybe not.
Why would...
But like,
But thank you for
would
the
that
information.
actually save the world? No, you need to explain
Well,
here.
Because it's you or
I mean,
Roran.
no new perpetuals have been created besides you, correct?
So about that, the one that
Mm.
died to tell us all that information, well, she gave her power to our friend, and now
Which friend?
he... Alrond?
Oh. You're giving godly power to the stupid one.
Yeah, he's the perpetual god of dumbasses, and I'm his paladin.
That accounts for your new form and intelligence.
Oh, maybe it does. I didn't actually put those together. But like,
Excuse me?
it's possible. Maybe being the paladin of dumbasses caused this in my wild magic. Who knows? It's a mystery.
I really can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Allround again. I think it'll be nice for him to see me as me and not as
He was
you know.
created through the death of another perpetual.
Yeah.
Oh, so does it not count?
I thought all
Not in-
perpetuals had to be created through the death of a perpetual.
A lie that Astara Leone likes to tell.
Oh, is that okay? So he told us that in order for Elliot to be a god, Roran had to die, but that's not true.
Not entirely. Roran will attempt to prevent Elliot's ascension.
Because he just doesn't want other gods to exist, or because he's trying to stop Astra Leone from eating him like oyster out of a
Ignivore
clam.
turns and looks at Lyra.
If
Wait, did I already?
You do
did I
know
write
if I
this down?
remember if I remember correctly, and I wasn't fully there for that, wasn't it because Roran is bound by a promise that they made and not
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
and
like
so
they're
they
like
have
brothers.
faith.
Roran is bound by a promise to destroy the plane.
Well,
I'm sorry, PT. You're gonna have to remind me. What's this information?
Remember
that
who's on the same side as Ignivore.
Did you?
Starts with
I don't
Orin.
know.
It starts with and ends with Orin.
It starts with Ur and ends with Orin. Oh yeah, they're like on the same side, I guess. But he doesn't. But none of the other perpetuals like remember the plan. Is the problem?
Yes,
Right?
that is a fundamental issue.
Yeah,
Wait, so
but-
you're the only one that knows the plan? All the others are just kind of like...
Surprisingly enough, when I took away Miss Dream Shadow, I did not remember the plan at all. But
Well-
through watching back the history of this world tens of times, it is interesting to rewatch things of which you had no knowledge that you had forgotten.
Oh, I know how that feels.
Correct. Did you get your memories?
In
there's
one
like
way,
two guys.
Kinda,
Yeah.
kinda.
Like two? What?
Yeah, you actually just missed the other guy. He was like here, not that long ago.
You
I
watch
don't understand.
for a moment as Ignivore's eyes like flash orange for a moment, and he looks at you, Lyra, and he goes, my lack of presence is beginning to be noticed.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
If you need anything
Thanks
else,
so
and he
much.
sets a talisman in your hand.
Yeah. I think Lyra like holds the talisman, but then just gives him a hug.
First, I would love the blueprints for the anti-magic and the eye, first and foremost.
He
That would
pats
be-
you on the back, Lyra, as he looks up at Elliot, and he goes, "Ah, yes, of course," and then just disappears.
Yeah,
Lyra, roll me
see-
a dex. How much of your weight did you put into this hug? How
Oh,
toppling are you
a lot.
going when he?
I'm toppling.
She
Can I
fell
roll
when they arrived, so
Yeah,
it
can I
only makes
roll
sense that
something?
she would fall again when he leaves.
Maybe
You haven't
can
been
I
in their
roll with
body for a
disadvantage?
week. It's an adjustment.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rolling with disadvantage. 10. This is not good.
You stay on your feet, but barely. You do like the windmill.
I'm like, oh man, okay, I'm still getting my land legs back, I guess.
Wow, 2 of the exact same one. That was impressive.
Yeah.
2 mediocre rolls.
Yeah, those are kind of the worst portent rolls you can get.
Mm,
I mean, Axolotl
Thanks,
falling and
guys.
dying on impact is kind of par for the course for wizards. So
Mhm. There's
That's
a
true,
reason
this
why
is a-
almost
this is a
everyone I've
double
met
wizard
takes
party.
feather falling.
This is a double wizard party again. Wow, it's been so long.
it's actually a wizard in a blizzard. But thank you for your time.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot. Yeah, no longer wizard, only blizzard.
Blizzard.
Where blizzard.
True. Where Blizzard, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you only get blizzards on the full moon.
Wow.
But yeah, a lot's happened while you were gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we catch up? I mean, maybe not here. Can I just like teleport us out?
That would
You
be
want to leave place? But
Where?
it's so
I don't-
nice
where
and
are we?
safe, and we can talk, honestly.
Oh, can we not talk other places?
I mean, we're
This
definitely
place has been hidden from the gods for centuries.
yeah.
If we need to talk, I feel like here's the perfect place.
Oh, okay. I guess we can. I guess I could make it a little homey, and Lyra starts on a like Liamon's tiny hut.
Homie, what? What?
I mean, it is a cave.
Yeah, it's,
I
it's
mean,
a
like-
little uncomfortable. I don't know. I could make
Like,
a hut for us.
It's dark and damp. What more home-like features do you want?
Elliot, not all of us live in little holes in the
No.
ground, okay? Just because you like to dig a little hole and sleep in it doesn't mean all of us do, okay?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice on occasion. You know, it reminds
Just
me of
sleep
home a
in a
tiny
little
bit, but
hole.
All right, well,
sometimes you had to sleep for like in not the best conditions when you were out hunting.
enjoy dry air and nosebleeds, Newson.
I will, thanks.
I bet you will.
Yeah, the humidity fucks with my hair. She like flicks her.
I think that every time, like Lyra just keeps looking at you, like they're so different. They're a little different than before.
There's also like a lot more tattoos than there were previously,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
A
Well,
lot can
Lyra
happen
thinks
in a
those are
week.
cool, but
It's the being an
sure
elf
about
bit
the-
that's weird.
yeah, or and like the slightly different like personality, like the personality differences too are getting to her a little bit. She's like, oh,
What a
Hi.
difference a couple intelligence points make.
Mhm.
So true. All right, Lyra. First and foremost, the message that he
Our
left
hut is
us.
done.
Oh,
It only takes
okay.
a minute to
That's
cast.
that's great. I'm
Yeah.
so glad. Anyways, that message he left. He mentioned that if we did this wrong, we could unravel the strings of magic, the fabric of magic. I don't know, the weave.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly how could we? What? How would that happen?
Well, you see, if you take a derivative at the second
Wait.
point
Kind of
of
remember this from when you
concavity,
told me math.
then yeah.
Settle
So
in.
then,
It's gonna be a
yeah,
bit.
so then you get like a super singular sheaf.
Yeah, but the
Um,
magic imperative prevents that. You know, like just the very
Oh.
fact that we can't.
But you're not considering like the you're not considering the equivalence class on the comparative.
Okay, but Alan's thesis is entirely based upon the fact that you
Alan's
can't have.
thesis is wrong. Did you know that? It's wrong.
Well, of course I didn't know that.
That's what I learned in 700.
What you're implying completely invalidates an entire school of magic.
I know, that's because they're not good.
Newton leans
Alright,
over to
fair
Lulin and goes,
enough.
"Hey, can you start brewing tea? It'll shut him up."
I am very
Okay.
lost right now.
Yeah,
PT, was
yeah.
there
Assuming
an
you're-
actual answer for that? Or
You remember all the things that I told you could possibly happen?
when the weapon is used?
Yes.
Oh, true.
You remember all that information I gave you like less than an
Look,
hour
I'm just
ago?
hearing so many bullet points on this
It's
list.
okay.
But I didn't realize that was okay, I guess
It has. Well, what do you think the creation of that many of those would potentially do to the magic weave?
Okay, so that was the technical answer. Now the plain text answer is that so using this weapon so if we kill Asterlion with this weapon, it might like undo all the damage he's done to the planes. Like it might just like reverse
All the
that.
planes?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh.
he killed like 10 realities. Like he keeps like
Yeah,
messing with it.
Yeah.
He did it. Oh.
And so like, so it could like undo that. Which might be good. I was interpreting this as a good thing if it undoes the damage.
I mean,
Okay, but
in
what
my-
happens to those realities? They just pop back? They occupy what space?
in my experience,
know,
trying
PT?
Would you like to use your medallion to bring Ignavor back?
Yeah. Hey, Ignavor, sorry, we have a couple questions.
He just kind of appears next to Lulin as he looks over and just, oh, tea, if I could have a glass.
Yes.
Oh
it
yeah,
is-
Ignavor
it is,
like 1 sugar.
It is apple cinnamon.
Oh, splendid. Now, what were we talking about?
Okay, so what actually happens if the weapon does like reverse all the damage that Asterlion?
Yes, well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, those mortal lives that were not preserved will still be lost. But I believe many of them were preserved inside of the perpetuals from their respective world. More importantly, Astarleon's resets, so to speak, involved the death of thousands of gods whose energy would have to go somewhere, likely spread amongst the mortal populations of the planes that still exist. Which, if left unchecked and unaccounted for, could lead to a collapse of the weave.
Right, and creating a bunch of little gods, maybe, like babies.
Yes.
But I mean, not like babies. I mean, like just not that powerful.
You would likely
Are you
not see
telling-
the full culmination for hundreds of years. But eventually.
But you're telling me if we
gods-
used this weapon, we could supercharge the magic of this plane?
In essence. But as I'm sure you are well aware with magic, the more powerful it is, the more volatile it becomes.
Oh, that I'm aware. Okay.
Regardless,
so
the other option is the
that's-
complete destruction of the plane anyways.
So,
One potential. We destroy magic on the plane, and likely millions of lives with it. What are other potential?
It also might turn Asterlion like mortal instead of killing him completely, which would be different
Yes.
option.
Okay.
Would have the same consequences on his power.
Yeah. But just like if he like stays alive, don't be
There's
scared.
an odds. There's a chance that killing any of the perpetuals with it outright will just revert them to their mortal forms, cleansing their souls, so to speak. But
Well, I mean, I got a question. I'm on the. I should have died a few months ago. You were
Yes,
there.
You are technically no
Um,
longer alive.
Yeah. So I'm reverted back to mortal. Do I just dead?
I would
Or
suspect not. Your soul's already
you would
stepped off of.
suspect?
I mean,
Well, right. I mean, there's a chance
in
it just
theory,
killed.
your soul has already stepped off of the Twilight Path.
Interesting. Okay.
But death that has happened to you before that moment wouldn't catch up to you, so to speak.
Now, what does that mean? Catch up to me? Meaning that I would eventually die, of course. I would be mortal. But do I just,
I do not believe that
keel
your
over?
lifespan would be any shorter than normal. You would likely die peacefully in your sleep.
Well, we all know that's not an option. But
Yeah,
I do like the idea.
You would die peacefully in your sleep, as opposed to everyone else in the airship you are piloting.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're a pilot now?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It could be one day.
No.
though.
Do you... Yeah.
No, I don't think I would be.
But
Nothing, sorry.
The other
regardless,
alternative is that when you fall asleep, it would desummon your. Oh, what was the name of your mount? Shadow Gleam.
Shadow. Oh, yeah, that could happen
In
too.
which case, dying peacefully in your sleep would be good, considering you wouldn't feel the impact.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we not talk about dying anymore? It's really sad.
You're kidding, right? What? We're talking about protecting the plane. Death is kind of a part of that. Apparently, even if we win.
Well, maybe. We don't know.
What if we started going after more than just one god with the sword?
Well, depending on its effects, I'm sure some of the gods would volunteer.
Right, like if it did turn them mortal again, maybe they would want to.
Remember, those of us who are perpetuals are only so because we got caught in the same game you are now playing. We were promised a better world and given a new one instead.
That's awfully optimistic and that's great.
Stand by for explosion, chat. There it is.
It would be great if you all could revert to being human, but you have to forgive me. My concern is not with the 20 of you; it is with the millions on the plane. What about the effects they've had? Magic, the weave, everything.
Those who are dead will remain so. We can't undo what has been done.
But you said just that, the magic of many gods would be released.
Yes. The magic of many gods would be released. It would likely find its way into a mortal bloodline somewhere in the next several hundred years. But that will not bring back the mortal lives that are already lost.
Interesting.
Not even a Star Leone in all of his, I hesitate to say power, but hubris, can truly rewind time. Not in any long-standing effect, that is. A few days, of course, but millennia are regrettably out of all of our wheelhouses.
Interesting. Let me ask. You look forward in time. Do you see anything?
Looking forward in time was never one of my gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Looking backwards, however, was.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Is that the okay? So the
I should leave for this part.
Yes.
As he kind of like waves a hand and disappears again, leaving a fresh cup of a clean cup where he was holding the cup of tea, and inside of it is a tea bag with no water, like a fresh tea bag.
Oh, well.
Nice.
How thoughtful.
It has tiny writing on it, Lulin, that says dragon cinnamon.
Lulin's going to immediately brew it.
So okay, so that's the other thing, is that apparently, remember Pharaoh?
Yes, of course I
Mhm.
remember Pharaoh.
Yeah.
So he sealed away the future where we win so that they couldn't see it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so they can't see that one, and we need to be really careful that they don't see it.
That's why Astralion gets so pissed off when we do things he doesn't expect.
We need to find a future that that Pharaoh couldn't see himself.
Or that he saw and sealed away.
Well, yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
I think let me
write
quickly
some of
read
this
these
down.
bullet points and make sure.
As like Elliot just like plops cross-legged, pulls out a notebook, and is like just writing something.
While we wait for Term to get back, pro gamer moves, chat. If you have plot holes in your D&D campaign, just give some of the gods time travel powers.
So true.
So one-stop fix for all your plot hole needs. But remember, chat, sometimes you have to go down that plot hole, because what you find at the bottom is actually a plot twist, and it's even better.
PT ready to fucking M. Night Shyamalan us.
I've already M. Night Shyamalan you like 3 times.
It's endless.
I can't do it again. Hankford would never forgive me.
I don't think Hankford has any concept of the fact that you've done it multiple times, so technically...
No, I have a feeling
it'd
that
be-
in his heart he would know and judge me for it.
Oh, I see. That's so fair.
The same way Dungeon Doggo knows and judges me for it. Did she take a shoebox back to the bedroom? Is she eating a shoebox in my room?
So good and tasty.
We love that cardboard.
Nope, she's
I think Lyra.
she's sitting in my room staring out the window watching the squirrels run around in the trees.
Aw, what a baby.
Oh, and now she's in here. Hi, Dungeon Doggo. Do you want to say hi to the people?
Yes. Yes, she does.
While we wait for Term, and if you guys want to go on a bio break, you can. Because it is about 9 o'clock. We are about halfway
That's probably
through.
a good idea.
That might be a good idea.
We're going to go to an intermission screen.
Yippee!
And we will see everyone in about 5 minutes. But Lyra's back, chat! She's never leaving again!
We're so back.
And we're back.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Terms alive.
I had my first
Alive!
ever adult QuickTime event.
Mm-hmm.
Zeus couldn't take me out, so now he's going after the players.
It's
Mhm.
true.
Unfortunately, he didn't expect to deal with a maintenance man.
He wasn't prepared. Once again, Zeus's hubris.
Mm-hmm.
But where were we? I think you
Where
were talking
were we?
about Pharaoh.
We were talking about Pharaoh. Lulu was brewing the
The dragon
brew
cinnamon
tea.
tea.
dragon
Yeah.
cinnamon tea.
The
Yeah.
future where we broke everything.
Yeah, where we succeeded is another way of putting
Yes,
that.
broke everything and succeed.
Yeah.
The hidden future of success.
To a barbarian, they are not mutually exclusive.
You know, I mean, if it requires me to break everything, I guess. You know.
I suppose you could convince
So-
me.
so what all happened while I was gone? I mean, not that much could have happened, right? It's only been like a week.
Well,
Nothing really happened.
correct.
Should,
Ah!
should we start at the beginning?
Which beginning?
Well, after the night where we lost you, I guess.
Mm.
I don't
Oh.
remember that day. Or
Well,
the day after. Or the day after that.
I think probably the most important thing from my end, which Elliot's mad at me about, you're not you, Lyra, are not indebted to Spectra anymore. I kind of took your
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
debt
of course.
Oh, wait, but I thought well, okay, so
well,
what
so before the fight, before we knew that, I mean, what was going to happen in general, I went to, well, Spectra kind of approached me. We approached each other, and um, offered to get everybody out because we were worried about Allrond and all of the people he was taking care of dying, and Spectre had a way to get them out before the Warforged could get in. So, I agreed to his terms on the condition that he would let you out of your side of that deal that we made together.
yeah.
So, you are not beholden to that anymore. However, his one goal is to kill Velkin, and I agreed to give him 1 minute of control over me, unchallenged.
But
Yeah.
but you hate that.
Yeah, but you know, it got you out of it, so you're not beholden to him anymore. And at the time, we thought that Allrond was going to die, and I knew that would devastate you and Elliot, and I didn't want to let that happen. So, I made a probably stupid deal, as Elliot has thoroughly reminded me of.
I haven't mentioned it since you told me.
I know, it was your withering look,
Good.
It's burned into my mind.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you were doing the best you could, but you
Yeah.
didn't have to do that for me.
Well, there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
After that, I did have a vision related to that. When we go to fight Velkin, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But you all are likely going to have to turn on me.
Well, we're just not going to do that, though. You know.
Might have to, especially if, I mean, let's face it, I'm stuck with a lot of people in my head, including Astro Leone, and if he's as bad as you say he is, and if he's out to eat Velkin, and he's riding along with me, it could be that, he's gonna take that opportunity to try and grab Velkin before I can finish him. So, and when I looked back at it, it did seem like he was involved in some way. So,
okay, I have an idea. I mean, they
okay.
can't hear us here, right?
Yeah,
I
seems
think
that
we
way.
need to forge 2 weapons. I think we need a decoy weapon that you wield,
Mm-hmm.
and then the real weapon. Cause then maybe like, cause then maybe we can sort of like,
Bait.
like get him to bait him, think that like get him to think
Mm-hmm.
that we're doing one thing and confronting Velkin in one way, but then team 2, who is maybe I don't know me and someone else, we can do it a different way. I don't know. It's just an idea. Um, maybe
Mhm.
maybe 2 weapons.
It's not a bad idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like like the more we can sort of like obfuscate what's happening, because remember
Mm,
he can't see the future in which we win.
no.
So if you
May-
go along one path and then we
Mm-hmm.
just kind of take a little side path, we can avoid this.
It could definitely work. I mean, I only have the plans for making the axe, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't allocate some of the metal to something else. I mean, it's a lot, so I think it would probably go a long way.
Mhm.
Yeah, do we want the second weapon to even be able to work, or is that like would that play into his hand or not?
I mean, I think splitting it up is good because he does tend to focus on whatever seems like the biggest threat at the time.
Hmm.
So, if I'm wielding a big flashy god-killing axe, right? And somebody
Yeah,
else is holding a, god-killing dagger, he's gonna focus on me,
right.
and that's probably for the best considering, you know, I'm good at taking hits.
True.
Hey, PT, does it seem like there is enough of this metal to do this? Like make 2 weapons?
Conceivably.
Okay, I think we should do
Now,
that.
You would also know,
no
though,
offense,
Lyra, that
Newsom.
you and Ignivore in your time together discovered this material, so there's a very good likelihood that Astara Leone doesn't even know what it is.
Oh, okay. He might also just not even know what this is too, but I think
Mm,
it is good to have just sort of something we can, like something that's not putting all our eggs in one basket?
yeah.
Good to have
Well, I
options.
mean, he might not know what the metal is specifically, but he tried to stop us from knowing the plans, if you remember when I first got
Mhm.
them from the Jinn, he rewound
Mhm.
time to try and forced it out of my hands, and I just got lucky, that I remembered it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. I kind
yeah.
of forgot about that was a weird night.
It was a super weird night.
No offense, Newsom, but I don't know if I want to put a god killing weapon in your hands at all.
That's fair. I mean,
I mean, with
Mm.
what resides in your skull.
I can't fault you for that. I only have the plans for how to make an axe, and I don't know if this metal can be smithed normally because the plans were very clear that it had never been made for a good reason, and that it was very dangerous.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's possible to make other things. I assume it is. I mean, it's metal, so presumably someone with the right expertise could work it no matter what, but
Yes, I mean, even if it does have to be an axe, we could put it in Lulun's hands.
yeah, he'll
That'd
complain
probably be
though.
for the. That'd
2
probably be
axes,
for the
1
best.
normal axe, 1 god-killing axe, and then it's like
Yeah.
the parent trap where you swap.
Oh, I'm sorry, Newsom. Who's the one that trained you how to use an axe?
Yeah, and you always wanted me to use a warhammer, but it's not, you know,
No, I wanted you to use a warhammer to learn how to balance.
I balance fine, alright? The great axe is just better. I don't know what to tell you.
Sure.
It doesn't require as much metal either. In this specific instance. But regardless, that was one thing. And then, well, you know, we met Karak's other half. And he maybe we we
like Karak. Wait, Karak, you're married?
No.
no
Am-
the internal other half. We
However,
did
Crazy
try.
somebody is interested in him though.
I learned that
I hope she's
recently.
still alive after all the damage we did in Soraya.
I hope so too.
I think
I
she was
didn't
alive when
even
we
know.
left.
I don't.
Wait,
It might be
your
easier.
partner
It might
is dead.
no.
No.
It might be easier for me to explain.
Yeah, that'd be for the best.
After you perished that night, I felt bad that I didn't know enough. Roran, when we were able to meet up with him, let us know that I made a deal with him at some point, and I don't remember that. And I felt that if I did know more, then none of this would have happened. So I decided to take the potion that Mog gave me that would help restore my memories, but I guess it didn't quite work right. I did get my memories back, but not in the way that I expected. The person I used to be before I got put into the stone lives up here now, as he sort of taps his head. I don't recognize them as myself anymore, though they do try to. They're very adamant that we are the same. And they did a lot of bad things to a lot of people, and it kind of explained why a lot of different people we've run into since I've been here have been wary of me.
Oh.
Me and Karak both have Velkin trauma. Newson says, wrapping her arm around his shoulder.
No. If you want me to have a poke around inside your head, I could.
I could definitely use some advice on that. I know it's been thinking about how you had your own mind set up sort of seemed like it had been trying to base it around that, but it's not perfect. But yes, as Newson put it, turns out that back before I was put in the stone, I'm not a servant to the Lady of White Roses, and I'm not sure if I ever was. I was a
Well,
warlock.
you were after you woke up.
I thought I was.
No, but you served her basically.
Yeah, I guess in some way, but not in a binding way, not in the way that a warlock does. But I am a warlock of Velkinbara. My powers stem from him.
Yeah.
It makes me very concerned for when we have to fight him, because the other version of me doesn't. They don't have a lot of faith in in anything. They don't think that Velkin would take kindly to me turning coat. And I'm worried, based on some of Newson's visions of that time, that they're correct.
So
yeah, Karak's the one that's supposed to fire the spell at me, so.
Yeah.
Okay, what if me and Elliot just handled this one? I don't know how, but
yeah.
Here's the thing:
what's
the last time
worse?
we tried to make changes to one of my visions, it got worse. So
What's worse, I will say, is that I'm not quite sure what's going to happen if Velkin is destroyed. I mean, I don't have a lot of abilities outside of I mean, I can run, I can use a scythe. I'm not useless. I'm not going to say that, but I definitely won't be able to keep up with you all if something like this happens, unless I think of a way around it.
That's why we're gonna teach you to throw a punch.
Yeah,
Or
but
like,
still.
or you could read some of the books I have on wizardry. I mean, I didn't get my powers from like a pact. I like, studied really hard, so we could do that. We could have a study party.
Oh yeah, I
I would-
forgot. I have your bag, Lyra.
Oh my gosh! Thank
News
you.
takes off the extra saddlebag and gives it back to. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Look at what you did. You gave it back its bag and killed it. Stop hitting stop tossing objects heavily at the wizards.
I didn't mean to throw it that hard. I was trying to hand it to her gently.
I died.
I'm so sorry.
You yeeted me off the internet.
I did. I didn't mean to. I swear.
Different plane.
Your mom said it's my turn with the internet. Throws bag. I'm gonna need you to share your screen again.
Yeah. I think I'd like that. Especially since the college is out for repair. It's not. I don't think
it's
my
getting
chances
repaired.
of going. Oh, good.
3 wizard party. 3 wizard party.
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
Marshall Big Bad. Marshall Big Bad.
That's what I'm here for.
I honestly, it would be nice to have power that was worked for and not power that I was gifted without my knowledge.
I mean, you probably weren't gifted it without your knowledge when you.
Without my knowledge.
Look.
I didn't exactly know where it stemmed from until then. So I had an opinion. I felt like I knew, but I guess that was just the story that I was telling myself. Oh, God.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to poke around and help you get your mind all set up.
I'd appreciate it. And when we get around to that, if he gives you any problems, just I guess tell him to shut up. I don't know. He's kind of abrasive.
Yeah, he tries though. I told him that I'd kick his
it.
ass if he's mean about you, and he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's been very adamant about that he's trying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tough. Don't worry about me. I'm tough.
Okay.
So anyway, when he came out, we were fighting an army of oh, wait, hold on. Backtrack. The cultists were being manipulated by other gods, and they gave out all of these different tags to a bunch of people. They converted a bunch of people to a cult that was kind of stealing their souls, and they got turned into these shadow monsters.
Wait, is this the cult that the lady I hate was running?
Yeah!
I knew she was evil!
The fake Lyra. Oh shit, everything just went wild for a second on the stream.
Oh, no.
Somebody's stream shared stream stopped and restarted.
It's struggling. So, yeah, but she was actually also being manipulated. She didn't even remember what she did once, we stopped it. But the other Karak kind of created a tidal wave that we used to ride. We rode it through Zorea, so there was a lot of damage there. Yeah. Also, you were dead by the time this happened, but Elliot banished all of the elven soldiers' souls out of their bodies and into the Warforged. So now all the Warforged are alive and autonomous.
Oh, and Brennan's one.
Yeah, Brennan's a Warforged permanently now, and
they're real big.
It shows. Yeah, he loves it.
Oh, that's great. That's great
Yeah.
then.
They're real big. They're really cool.
Yeah, he likes it a little too much, I'd say. He's like,
That
you
tracks.
know. So yeah, we fought our way through that. That's when we met the god of serenity, who is the
Mhm.
one that told us a bunch of the stuff that, we talked about the gods and Astraleon manipulating everything and all that good stuff. And then she was like, "But I'm gonna get obliterated out of existence. Maybe eaten, I guess." She didn't say it that way, but
Well,
I'm thinking that's probably what was going to happen. So she gave all her power up and she was like, "One of you guys has to take it." And Elliot's already spoken, Elliot's already doing his thing. Lulin's got a family. I've got
Up
too
in my-
many people in my head already, and so does Karaka. So
And the guy up here really doesn't like gods, so.
Allrond offered to take it. So
Mm-hmm.
now
Oh.
he is a perpetual.
Oh.
He's not actually the perpetual god of dumbasses, but that's kind of what we decided.
What was it again? It was like
Revenge,
retribution. I think that was it.
Ooh.
Because he had a whole
Vengeance.
list. He had a whole list of people on his arm,
Yeah.
and then I asked
From the
if I was on
pits.
there because Velkin was on there, and then I wasn't because. Right. How'd the other guy put it? No one
remember.
else. No one who wanted me dead is currently alive. That's a lot. That's a lot more upsetting now that I've said it out loud.
Yeah. So
I wonder, was I on the list but like crossed out?
no.
It's
Okay.
These are like people that did
Sir,
wrong to Allrond.
yeah.
We had a yeah. I could still be on there.
I don't think you're on there. I'm not
I-
gonna lie.
I don't think
Okay.
you're on there either.
But I was
Um,
dead, so
Yeah, well, I guess you're fine either way.
yeah. So I
The
guess
ultimate,
I
the easiest way to get off the list. Simply
Yeah.
die.
just die.
Die
Yeah.
and come back, I guess.
Also, it was wonderful getting to meet Elrond. They like it was wonderful getting to meet them. I see why you all talk so highly of him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dumbass, but he's our dumbass.
Wow,
So
that's
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
and that's when we retrieved the lantern, and the lantern is what Elliot used to stop the gods from being able to see us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's all about shrouding you from sight. So and then we headed back to Elliot's a baron now.
Yeah, they're a baron.
Wasn't it
Yeah,
the king or something? I
Baron
don't
Burning
remember.
Oak, and you have to call him Lord now. He's Lord Burning
Don't.
Oak.
Don't
Wasn't he
call me
already a
that.
prince? Isn't this a demotion?
Don't. If I'm not mistaken, you own a poot now, right?
Yes, I
Yes,
own a
yeah,
pood
he
now.
owns a pood. Yeah, he owns a pood.
I
That's
went
the
from
land
a
that he has
non-land
jurisdiction over.
owning royalty to a land owning baron. So
Yep.
So I guess that's kind of a good, or kind of
it's a real lateral move.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, your brother really tried to get you to take the throne because he's kind of over it, I think.
Oh, with the number of knives in his back, yeah, he
Yeah.
seems like he might be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think we're all honorary members of your house now. That was something.
Honorary? No, that's official. You're official members of my
God.
house.
Does that mean I can get into that library?
No,
Yeah. Oh.
Damn it.
I mean, I feel like maybe.
we don't talk about the library, guys. The water.
Why did you talk about the library?
We did kind of flood the whole city, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of yeah.
You're such a snitch.
Yeah,
You guys
Chat,
flooded a
you've heard-
library.
Chat,
We kind
you've heard of the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Now get ready for the drowning of the Library of Soraya.
All I'm saying is they're kind of bad magical
Why?
library owners if they didn't make it watertight, you know?
It's
I mean,
a
we can
desert.
check.
we
It's a desert.
we
You
can
never
thank
know. Hey, sometimes there's like flash floods in deserts.
we can thank the other guy for that. He his
Yeah.
old heirloom kind of, yeah.
Wait, you guys,
Just
that's
points
really
to the-
bad. You
he
guys
just-
flooded a library? Lura's having a crisis.
We
Also-
didn't flood a library specifically. We rode a tidal wave into the fancy district of Zaria, and like that may or may not have flooded, any number of historical archives.
Oh,
You guys, that's
also-
really bad. That might be the worst thing we've ever done.
Also, Karak is going to be gesturing to their armor, which, it's the first time they've really made notice of it for Lyra. He's not wearing his normal attire. He has a really cool set of black scale armor that how is it described, PT? Didn't you have like a picture for it?
It should be. I have a picture for it somewhere. It should be in the description of the item, though. I'll look for the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the picture might be in the BCH chat if I scroll up.
Yeah, that might be
PT,
there.
I think you stopped watching Rosie's video.
But I definitely didn't intentionally. I didn't click anything that would have done that.
I heard the noise of unwatching something, and then everything got fucked up, so. There you go.
I can't hear the noise because I'm in streamer mode.
I know you're in studio mode. That's why I forewarned you.
For a second, it was all me. And that was
Yeah, you were. Yeah, it's all Lyra.
great. It's the Lyra show.
I'll find an image.
PT.
No, I fixed it.
PT.
I fixed it.
Okay, I was about to be like, PT, you are.
No, I'm
I'll
tracking
at
like a
Rosie.
tank.
Oh my god.
I found
Yeah,
it.
but like
There
we
it
didn't
is.
like intentionally destroy any priceless books or artifacts, so they could be
Yeah.
fine.
The other
We should check.
the other me
Well-
didn't really think about the damage, the collateral damage. Ugh.
Yeah. So, yeah, then we headed to Apud, checked on the house. The Warforged are all, like, mostly moving to Apud. A lot of people are actually moving to live under the barren burning oak. So, Elliot made an impression, a good impression.
That's good. I'm still kind of thinking about the library, though, and I'm really upset, even though I'm happy for you. I'm still processing.
And yeah, then we came here, I think. That pretty much covers all. Oh, at one point we were in the desert. That's when I was a dog.
Right. Yeah, that was
Um,
before we met
Oh yeah,
Olron.
Elliot summons a Pegasus named Shadowgleam now. He's like a part of the crew.
We met
That
a
sounds
person out
beautiful.
in the grove. They were
It's-
very helpful. They taught us something. It was about connecting different magics together, like linking
Oh,
them up.
Yeah, like
was-
if you
that was
can
really nice.
focus, if you can focus enough, you can like link your magic with somebody else's magic,
Yeah,
and then it like causes new things to happen. I was a dog at the time though, so wasn't
Mhm.
really like super effective on me.
I didn't exactly have the best effort with it, but also I was still sort of fighting the guy up here at the time.
Mm-hmm. Also there's like little mercenary kobolds riding a giant turtle through the desert.
Oh yeah, they
Um,
were looking they were looking for someone called Hire, like Hyre.
Yeah.
They said they were
Uh,
for hire.
Yeah, for hire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I don't know what happened in Zoit after we demolished that cult. There's probably still crazy stuff going on over there, but we didn't go there.
Mhm.
We came here.
Wait,
and-
you still didn't go to Zoid?
Nope. Never
Yeah,
went.
that's
They brought all the cult stuff to us, and we just kind of cut it off.
It's true. Not that we
And-
ever wanted to say this way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if all the weird shit. I mean, a lot of the power was coming from Serenity, and Serenity's dead, transformed now. So I guess that's kind of a moot point.
Oh.
I think that's pretty much all the bullet points of the past
That was so many bullet points for like
Yeah.
guys.
I think it might have been more than a week. I'm not gonna. Time gets a little. We've been in here for almost a week, so I think it's probably been at least 2 weeks.
a
That's
lot,
just a lot.
a lot happens. I mean, to be fair,
Things can't stop happening around us. It seems.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be
Speaking
fair,
of,
my whole life has changed in the less than a month that I've known you all. So
oh wow.
yeah,
I mean,
it's been a very strange time to be
Mhm.
awake for only that long.
yeah. I mean, it feels like it's been a long time for me, I guess, but that's
Well-
all out of sync with you guys.
Yeah, it has been a long time for you.
Yeah, like a really long time.
Like a really long time.
Yeah, I picked up knitting.
Oh, well, 10,000 years.
Yeah, and I'm not that good at it, but
I'm surprised by that. Isn't it like 90% counting?
no, it's mostly like dexterity.
Oh,
If I was to put it under one of the skills that people might have.
yeah, the dexterity of one's fingers on needles.
Yeah, I'm not. I never quite figured it out, but I've spent a lot of time doing it. So, well, okay. So I'm raring to go. What's our game plan? I drank a lot of tea, did some knitting, and now I'm ready.
Well,
So
I
we
guess,
gotta
our,
get to
I guess our next step
Mog.
is getting the weapon forged by
Yeah,
Mog? Yeah.
Yes, Mog's
How-
tower. Where's Mog's tower?
I
Well,
mean,
Elenia, which is now all on the same plane of existence.
Perfect.
didn't Mog have a
go.
Didn't they have like a what was it called? A teleport circle.
Oh yeah, I
That's how
think I
we
did.
last
Did I?
time.
I have that right, PT or
Yeah, you have that. You wrote down what it looks like, but you don't do. You also have a note on your thing that is he told you to call him first.
Yeah.
Oh, true. I
'cause he
flipped
had
back
to,
through my
like,
notes
open
and
it
I'm
up.
like, oh, he wants us to call first. Elliot, would you call Mog and let him know we're gonna drop by?
Hey, Mog.
Hello.
We dropping by.
Hello.
Gonna use the teleport circle.
Hello.
Hello.
Might be good to introduce yourself.
It's
Hello.
It's Elliot.
Elliot.
Don't know
Hello.
my voice. We're gonna use the teleport circle.
Okay. 1 second.
Man, didn't need my name for that.
He's got to turn off all of the weapons pointed at it.
Andy's got to move all the stained glass into place.
He
Yeah,
also has
because it
to
was like
stop
it was like a
moving.
lit up. It was like a stained glass one that reflected onto the ground. It was real neat.
He never responds to you again, by the way, Elliot.
I guess
He says okay.
I guess
So-
we just go.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, are we gonna wait 5 minutes?
I don't know.
What are you, crazy?
I mean,
we can
doesn't
wait.
it take time to like draw your own teleportation circle to like go there?
Yeah.
Yeah, only like a minute.
You guys are really good at drawing circles.
Yeah, that's
It's not that hard. You
insane.
just get a
I
stick
learned
and it's a
from the
fixed center
best.
point.
That's true.
mean,
You can,
I guess-
or if you're drawing it on a wall, you can kind of fix your shoulder in one place and then do a big
That's
circle
true.
with your.
I guess I've only ever really drawn in that notebook for a little bit and some other things like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the bigger the
yeah.
circle, the easier
Yeah.
it is to get
I
perfect.
wonder how
Fish
they
people are doing.
Yeah, I wonder how
Yeah.
they're doing. They
With that notebook that they can draw
yeah.
anything in and bring it to life.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wonder if they're having fun with that.
I'm sure they are.
Lobster God. Lobster God.
Rock lobster.
I'm sure they're using it really responsibly.
I mean, they'll probably get more use out of it than I did. Ugh. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
So remember,
it
guys,
was
from here on out, we need to not really talk about the plan, right? Like,
I mean,
I mean,
is it worth erasing some of our memories of the plan?
how are we
Yeah.
supposed to carry it out if we don't remember it?
I mean,
Well,
Or are you just specifically saying I need to not remember it, and then you guys will just guide me through what I need to do?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
know.
I think maybe just the two weapons part would be good for maybe you to not know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that specifically.
All right. Who's doing it?
How?
How?
Do I know how to do this?
Yeah, you would
I
know
don't.
how to do this by now.
Okay,
You are now
I'll do
a
it. I'll
fully
do it.
trained thought weaver, so go ahead and roll me Arcana and advantage.
All right.
Oh my god, Arcana at advantage. What is this? Isaac's
Let's
birthday?
go.
I know I'm not rolling. I just
Yeah, you
Isaac's
successfully pull out whatever memories you want to pull out of Newson and turn them into memory spheres.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm just taking our conversation about the two weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I think I'll leave everything else because I think the rest of it is fine.
So that's how that works. Huh.
All right, let's get this axe made.
Let's go.
I agree. Yeah, I guess he's probably ready by now. And if he's not,
Yeah.
that's kind of on him.
And I'll put these orbs like really safely in my pocket. Just
Okay.
carefully.
All right, Lyra, you draw the teleportation circle,
That's
and
the sound it makes.
yeah, you hit the sound for me one more time,
Um,
and then you're all standing
like a whale.
You're all standing in Mog's guest bedroom, and you like the minute you appear, Elliot, a crossbow bolt slams into the post next to your head, and you just hear Mog say, I knew I forgot one."
Thanks, Mog.
Okay.
I mean, 90% is great.
Oh, you is Elliot. That makes more
I'm
sense.
Elliot.
No, there, Elliot. I'm Karok.
Yes.
Hey, Mog.
Hello, new person.
I'm
Oh,
not new.
right,
I'm
right.
just different.
This is
It-
Newson. They
Yeah, I used to be a Minotaur. I will probably someday be a Minotaur again, hopefully.
Could you, Mog,
Magic
do you
is
know
wi-
anything
magic
about
is
reversing
fickle.
like changes like that, like wild magic
Lots of things.
mishaps?
Lots of things.
Amazing.
Lots of
Amazing. We'll
things.
talk.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm also, it's not reflected in the art, but I am
Bright gold.
gold. Yeah, my whole body is gold. Yeah, I forgot about
That was
forgot to
another
mention
wild
that
magic
part.
surge.
Last the fight with the beholder had me as a I was a
Bright gold
dwarf. Yeah, I was a dwarf. And I was bright gold. The dwarf wore off really quickly. The bright gold is of indeterminate end. I could be gold forever.
Who knows?
Yeah,
I forgot to mention that bit.
Mog's just looking up at you, just shiny.
Yeah, so you know any good like reversing spells, some dispelling stuff? That would be great.
That-
Oh, also we have another thing we need you to do that's like way more important than that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to forge a weapon out of this.
Out of what?
I think Elliot's holding it. Is that right?
Yeah, it's in the bag
Yeah.
of holding.
Yeah.
I know this metal. As he like goes and
Rolls it out like a bowling
Yeah.
ball.
basically.
Oh. Where you get this?
Would you believe me if I said we got it from inside of a mechanical beholder?
Yes,
That I made.
that makes sense. You did build tower.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Okay,
You built the tower?
Off we go. He just like
What?
picks up this bowling ball and turns and walks out of the room to the elevator.
Wait, do you need the plan? Do we have the
Uh,
plans?
Yeah, I'll go talk with him about it.
Okay.
Hand me the plans.
Well, you're gonna have to pull them out of my brain
Oh,
because the plans themselves were erased from existence when
You know-
Astro Leone fucked with it, but I
But the
remember
memory's
them.
still
not
there.
not a race. Still in schematic vault.
Oh.
oh. That's amazing. Well, I'll still I'll
Yeah,
help
thinking
you.
of everything.
Mog,
have, like,
Mog
a
and
lot of
Olfast
skills.
work real hard on plans.
How old
nice.
are you?
I mean, they were around
We've been-
apparently
we've
back
been
when I
o-
was here.
We've been over. Mog is
Yeah.
378th iteration of Mog.
They knew me.
Oh,
They knew me.
right.
Back. Oh, right. I took the potion.
Oh, hello to both of you.
Okay, so that was intentional. Okay. I part of me wants to thank you. It's good to know that I'm still here.
Other part of you probably very, very angry.
Yeah, very, very.
And
I don't
okay,
know-
That why we
I
leave
don't know
you.
when he'll
That
be-
why I leave you as two parts.
That's appreciate it. It's nice. Well, not nice,
I
but
see. It was
it's
intentional.
Yes.
better.
Mm.
One of them know why Karak need to fight, but not one Mog want in fight.
Oh,
That's a bit rude. I mean,
like
he handles himself.
Still asshole.
he really is.
That's true. Yeah, you know what?
After all,
Wait,
what's you going to say about guy who kill own wife? Can't trust. Anyways, on to elevator.
Wait, correct.
Wait.
Was
You
married?
did have a wife?
I mean,
Whoa.
not no more.
Wow, that's rough, buddy.
That escalated quickly.
Newsom puts the hand on his shoulder.
Karak is just sitting there. They don't know how to process this new information.
Put on pile or whatever you have.
No, it's a shelf now. I can't have as many things. Otherwise, it just piles back. Like you said, if I make a big pile, then eventually I can't look back. Or maybe that was someone else.
Build
If I make too
another
big a
shelf
pile behind
then,
me, I
or
can't-
something. Somebody get sad fluffy man up.
Hey, I got you, man. You know.
Okay, me and him have a lot to talk about because he's never talked about that, and I mean I understand why, but
Probably not as proud as Moment.
I mean
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Hey, I mean, you and Lulin kind of have something in common now. You know, missing family
They
and all
were
that.
at one point married.
Oh, well, no, Lulin's still currently married. I meant the missing part. I guess yours isn't really missing. You know she's dead, but you know.
No,
were they?
I mean, I don't. I mean, the wife would mean wife. Well, I guess it kind of depends on how they prefer.
Yeah, it could have just been their chosen, like you know, like.
I mean, they're chosen like moniker, like.
Yeah, exactly. But that doesn't necessarily denote gender.
Karak is just like, yeah, no, there's that has to go on the shelf for now, and then I'm going to have to talk with him about it because I can't see how anyone would do that.
Well,
I can see how a sociopath could do that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like that does sound like something Velkin would make someone do.
You think that?
Yeah,
that
for
does
sure.
have Velkin vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I mean, like, I could probably guess that, you know, here's the thing. People of significance, you know, you were a useful tool, and you had, or he, I guess I should say he, had someone who was important to him, and Velkin was never going to be able to compete with, you know, someone you pledged your life to. So, one way or another, manipulation or not, he probably convinced you to kill her so that you wouldn't have anything that would hold you back. He likes to isolate people that way.
Okay.
So is we getting on elevator or?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Karok's just gonna follow along. Just
Anyway, if we going to build this, we going to need a lot of heat, which make Mog excited. Mog get to turn tower back to 100%.
That's exciting.
So, like, did Lyra make this tower for this purpose?
Do I remember making the tower? or is this
You
news to
do
me?
not.
I don't really remember making the tower, but maybe that happens in the future past.
Kind of both, some of neither. As he pulls a lever and you descend down past the main room, and it seems like you're going to something beneath it.
How does this thing have
A basement?
rooms? Yeah, doesn't it get up on legs and walk around?
It's bigger on the inside. It has an entire vault of...
Oh, right. I remember that being said.
This is some wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey shit.
If anyone was gonna do it, it'd be Mog, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Lyra's gonna make eye contact with Mog and just say like, "Hey, when you get a moment, we should chat away from the others." Just into his head.
He just kind of stares back at you cross-eyed. You just hear in your head, "We is chatting now."
Yeah, but like not in front of other people because they really know what I'm talking to. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Like
Okay.
I've done this a lot.
And Mog says "okay" out loud.
Okay, what?
Oh, you know.
Okay.
Just Mog.
As you guys descend into what seems to be a lower level, and you see that throughout the room are large sheets covering massive objects, and in the center of the room seems to be what appears to be a forge. Okay. Can you guys start uncovering things with sheets?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Lyra, as they uncover these large objects, which you realize are machines, and then you have a sudden realization. They're engines. Engines based on your design.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It does look like minor modifications have been made to prevent them from exploding.
That's good. Ooh, yeah, these are dangerous sometimes, but it looks like they're well made.
Thank you, thank you. Mog worked hard on them. Anyways, these Dream Shadow engines.
Oh, love that they have my name.
Well, who else named Mog going to put on? Can't call them Mog engines. Sounds stupid.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I've mixed feelings about this. I mean, you know, that's it. I guess they have to be Droop Shadow engines. I guess I have to.
You want to turn on?
Own that.
As he points to a lever on a control panel.
Yeah, okay. I'll stand a safe distance away. And she's like gonna...
Mog assure you, if engines explode, nowhere in room is safe. That's how confident Mog is.
Okay. I guess I'm still gonna turn them on, but slowly turn them on.
As you slowly push this lever forward, the engines around the room begin to move. As they begin to create essentially magical energy. As you watch conduits behind them begin to fill with this purple blue liquid as it all seems to flow up the walls. Elliot, revealing hundreds of familiar conduits to you that you've seen very recently as this magic kind of lights up the whole room and pushes towards the center where it connects to the forge, and you watch the top and bottom of this forge close together as you get the feeling more than you see that the inside of this forge is getting incredibly hot. Yes. Okay. Now, as he walks over and he taps a couple buttons and just a file cabinet pops up out of the ground, what you wanted made.
Oh yeah, is everyone still around?
Yes, but the engines are loud enough that if you whispered to Mog, he could probably whisper back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll whisper to Mog our plan here about the 2 different.
Okay, so what you
weapons.
want made?
All right. Well, we want one axe to the specifications. For Newson.
These ones, as he like turns around and he like holds out the axe plans to you, use it. They had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, those ones exactly. Yeah, and then I think we'll want something a little more subtle as well. Maybe a dagger.
Dagger. Okay. Mog have to go upstairs and get final piece. As you watch as he like opens up what seems to be a chute and like dumps in this bowling ball of metal.
Mm-hmm.
You all stay and talk, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he walks over to the elevator, just casually pulls the lever and goes back up.
Okay, guys, it's going. We're doing it.
Yeah.
I can help Mog here if you guys want to get some rest. Do they look like beat up? Because did their fight just happen?
No,
we spent like 3 days disassembling the thing.
Okay.
We have had a lot of long rests.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you'd been here 3 days ago, I would have been fucked up as hell, but
yeah,
we're good now. But I mean, if we aren't needed, I mean, we can go elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe if you guys want to get some food started, I kind of drink tea a lot, but I don't know if I had an actual meal because it wasn't really like in my real body. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it would be nice to have a real meal, I guess.
Yeah.
That's honestly so fair. Lulin?
True.
Yeah, I can cook something up. What are you hungry for, Lyra? I'll make whatever you want.
Oh man, you know that stew that you sometimes make while we're like on the road.
Lilin pulls out a book titled Soups, Stews, and Goulashes.
Yes.
And he just starts he just like pulls it up. I was like, okay, I made this one a couple of times, I made this one a couple of times.
Oh wow, overwhelmed by choice. I think Lyra just kind of points at one.
Okay.
That one with the radishes.
Yeah.
We got a nice hearty potato,
A
leek, and
borscht.
radish soup.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
you guys are talking, the elevator descends again, and Mog walks off it, pushing a cart that is much taller than he is, filled with what those of you who have been here before, which is all of you, thankfully, would recognize as vials of god essence.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Feels like it's been forever.
It'd been like 2 weeks since Mog seen you last.
I know, a lot has happened, Mog.
Mog not even finished book Mog working on.
Uh-huh.
As he takes the canisters and just begins dumping them into, like, literally emptying them into, like, I don't know, a connector. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you know when you like they put a vial, like they connect it to something and it pulls all the stuff out?
Yeah.
One of those. As he's putting them in there, and then literally just haphazardly tossing the empty vials over his shoulder and grabbing the next one.
That's why there's so many junk piles all over the place.
Yeah.
I guess Newson will go with Lulin to help with food.
Alright. You two head up the elevator as the rest of you stay down in the basement, unless you guys also want to go somewhere.
I think that once they leave, I'll talk, or I guess we didn't want to. I guess I'll just like make eye contact with Elliot and say like I told Mog to make a dagger as well.
I think Elliot just like perfect. Yeah.
Keep everybody in the loop, and then Lyra's gonna actually help Mog with this.
almost everybody in the loop.
So it seems like as you're
Um,
putting all of this in, Lyra, that it's flowing
Mhm.
into like a center crucible and mixing together.
I think Lyra's like asking questions about like, well, so the god essence, what do you use to like, like contain it? Is it like just glass, or do you have to like
I mean,
temper
it
it?
enchanted glass, but not for any of these essences.
Yeah.
These essences are all from gods that are God. They either ran out of followers, or they got killed,
Right.
or they just disappeared.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Is there anything else Lyra can glean from this process?
I mean, what do you roll me
I
Arcana,
don't know.
and then I'll let you ask me a question,
Okay.
and I'll answer it.
Okay. I don't know if I
Mhm.
have a specific one. I just like want to know like, I don't know, like. Oh, nat 20. Okay, let me think about
Okay,
a
you can ask me
question.
3 questions, but we'll go to the people cooking while you think of them.
Yes.
So Lulin and Nuzin, you head up the elevator until you hit the main floor that has the kitchen. And as you walk and you look around, you see that Mog has installed windows on this level, which he did not have last time. Outside of the windows, you see nothing but the tops of clouds.
Cool.
Lulin, I'm so interested in what you're gonna do with this stew because Mog stocks his pantry like a college frat boy.
Don't you worry. Give me less than 5 minutes to find a college-worthy recipe.
Frat boy stew.
All right, are you guys just cooking? Did you guys want to talk about anything or?
I think just cooking. I don't have anything specific I want to talk
Okay,
about
I
at
didn't know
this
if this
current
was like a
moment.
segue to like split up from everyone or just go in to cook to help.
Well, Newsom chose to leave because she felt like she needed to. Like there was an air of like, I feel like I need to be gone, and I don't know why. I guess she remembers that she's not supposed to remember something, so she's probably just
Annoyed by that?
no, not so much annoyed as just like
I mean, if anyone would be aware that they've forgotten something they should have remembered, it would be news at this point. Holy shit.
well, specifically, it's that she has the memory of everyone being like, "Yeah, you shouldn't remember this." So she's like, I think extra vigilant of like, I should just not be around because I don't want to accidentally hear something that we tried to get rid of.
That's fair.
In the stupidest way possible, doing something kind of smart.
Karak and Elliot, what are you doing?
Karak's just kind of like sitting there, like occasionally just like I don't, just weird.
What's weird, Karak?
I know I didn't know this person. I didn't know this person. And the fact that at no point he's always been so adamant that we're the same person, and yet it always feels like he's trying to keep things away from me.
Which one?
Yeah, Karak just points to his head. Asshole. Asshole.
I couldn't tell if it was, Mog was trying to keep something from
No,
you.
no.
It's a whole thing.
Mog has been a very good friend in the very short time I've known them. Hell, the fact that they knew who I was before, I don't blame them for nearly putting a bolt through my head when they first saw me.
Yeah, fair.
It's so strange. I felt like after I learned everything, after we started to learn more about who I used to be, there wouldn't be more people that I'm supposed to know that I have no memory of. I can't even feel sad about the fact that this person that meant so much to me before is gone because I don't even remember them.
Yeah.
Like
I mean-
it's like there's supposed to be an emotion there, but there's none. I know there's supposed to be something, but it's not there. Because it's not mine to feel, I guess. And it's frustrating. Ugh.
If the memory would only lead to pain, would you still want it back? If you know it just leads to pain, do you want it back?
I made the same choice when I took my memory potion. I fully understood that there would be some things that I wouldn't like about myself.
Some things. But would this be worth it?
I don't know. I just don't know why he seems so adamant about us being the same and yet continues to hide aspects about himself. As if he how are we supposed to be the same if he's so adamant about me being him and him being me? Why is he always trying to keep this stuff from me? It's not even like I should know, and I shouldn't want to know, but there's a part of me inside that is aggravated. It's hypocritical.
How would
We
it help?
can't claim that we're the same person and then completely hide aspects of ourselves from this.
Well, you're not the same person, clearly. Because I hate him and I don't hate you. But
I know.
more importantly, I do hate him. But what would this knowledge help, Karak? It would, and I think you know this, would only hurt.
I know. You know, he doesn't hate he doesn't hate you.
He does.
I don't want you to think that. He
very clearly does. All of his actions, everyone, yeah. He hates me.
know.
He thinks me evil inherent because of a decision I made to protect him.
He sees a lot in you, and and he's worried about me, and he doesn't like what the patterns that he's seeing. I just wish that he would talk about these patterns more with me, because how am I supposed to know what patterns he doesn't want me to follow in if I don't know them? If he's so worried about me, then why won't he tell me things?
Across the room,
Well.
Lyra, Mog just looks over at you and goes, "Wow, they're unpacking a lot over there."
Maybe it's good. Maybe it's like good to get it out, you know?
Furry guy's either going to get stronger or going to break him. So.
Yeah. Yikes.
Anyway, this should be done after dinner. Now we just have to let it kind of do its thing.
So, I came with 2 questions.
Yes, what are they?
I guess like they're all kind of leading to the same place, which is like I think that Lyra is sort of like looking at this process of like, you know, thinking back to like extracting the god essence and like how it is able to be contained and captured. And I'm wondering, and I think she's kind of trying to put together exactly how the mechanics of this work to see if she can leverage it towards some kind of advantage in a fight with a god. Like, could she somehow modify some of these spells to like, I don't know, like
So
disable some of the god's powers or something like that?
Here's the vibe you're getting.
Yeah.
The metal, as you're kind of watching it and you're watching Mog like track the magical properties of it while he's going through this incredibly like involved process of getting it ready to forge.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the metal itself has the ability to suppress, if not cancel, magic.
Okay.
which makes a fair amount of sense considering they fought a beholder. It seems like mixing the essence of forgotten and dead gods with it is empowering it to a level where it essentially takes on that as its purpose. But
Okay.
you get the idea that like this metal to any mortal creature would suppress its magic immediately upon being hurt by it. He's just essentially he's taking this anti-magic iron and turning it into anti-magic steel, so to speak.
Okay.
It's turning it into an alloy.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of using this to your advantage, I'll get back to you.
Okay.
I need some time to think about that.
Mhm.
Also, I have a dog sitting on my lap right now.
I see her. What a baby. She knows it's almost time.
She does.
I don't know. I know I can feel that there's a part of him that doesn't hate you. That wants to believe that you'll do good.
Yeah,
Better
that
than
part
the
is
people
you.
he's seen before. No, it's separate, but it's maybe it is me. Maybe it's who he used to be before everything happened. Just he wants to see you better than the people that he's seen before, but he doesn't expect it from you. He's seen many. He's seen it happen too many times. I don't know. Maybe he'd be better at explaining this. He apparently has all the answers anyway.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about that. But
Mhm.
promise me something, Karak. Don't dig at his memories. What he did is not what you did.
I'll do my best. I can't make a promise like that, not yet. I'm kind of wary about making promises, especially right now.
That's fair. It doesn't need to be a promise. Just
Yeah.
consider it.
I can do that.
Anyways,
Sorry about that.
no, you're good. You got to talk to somebody.
Had to get it off the shelf somehow. It was much too heavy of an
Yeah, I mean,
item
that would
to
have
put
pushed
on there.
everything else off the shelf. We can't have that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot on the shelf right now. Most everything has sort of been answered. It's just that this one was kind of a bit too big for a first thing to put on there. Oh.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ugh.
Anyways, I got to talk to Lyra. Do you mind
Yeah,
going up and helping to make some food?
Feel free. And Karak's gonna take off his talisman just so you have a bit of privacy. I guess. I don't know.
Like, do you hear me all the time when I'm wearing the
not
talisman?
not all the time, but I don't. It felt I'm not thinking right now, and it's just one of those things where I don't know.
Bog's gonna walk over and just take Karak's hand. We should help with dinner.
We really should. Thank you. I'm sure they could use some extra hands. Thank you, Mog.
As you begin to go up the elevator, he kind of turns to look at you. He goes, I just want you to know it was all on purpose.
Yeah, there was a part of me that figured it's for the best, right? I get to be me and he gets to be him.
Yes.
A good compromise.
Until he is no longer him and then he is gone. And then it will just be you.
Okay, now that's going on the pile. Not the pile. The shelf, not on the pile. The shelf.
No, it's not a bad thing. It just, I mean, if everything work out and, everything go way that plan want thing to go, both of you going to be new people.
Really?
I mean, you take all bad memory he have and combine it with all hopeful optimism you have, for some reason. And it worked out, hopefully, in the end.
Yeah. Maybe it will. Thanks for being being such a good help mug.
Yeah.
Especially-
Worst case scenario, and he reaches up and he pulls a hair from the back of your neck.
Ow.
What? Oh, sorry. Worst case scenario, Mog just grow other you, and then we just split.
Well, it's good to know we have options.
Yes, many option. As you come up to the main floor, and he looks over, and he goes, Lulin, why you in my birdseed cabinet? And just begins walking over angrily.
To garnish the soup I'm making you.
Soup? Cool. And we will cut back to the basement as Elliot and Lyra are left down there amongst the sounds of, like, hissing steam and engines.
I think that Lyra looks like very deep in thought. Like she's just kind of like pondering, sitting back pondering. Like, what if maybe? Yeah, and so she's not paying attention to the fact that Elliot stayed behind.
So, do you think magic is worth it?
Sorry? What? What are we talking about?
Magic. I mean, look at the continent. It brought us to populations of millions, and then cut that right back down in a moment. You know, it propped up our food supply, it built our cities, and yet it destroyed them too. So is it worth it?
I mean, magic is just a part of the world, isn't it? Like,
Well, I mean, maybe, but that message, it's been playing in my head. We could destroy the weave. You know, and
I mean,
I'm just imagining what that world would look like now.
yeah. I mean, to some extent, isn't everything gonna be destroyed if we don't do anything?
Well,
No.
I'm not saying we shouldn't do anything to preserve the weave. I'm saying maybe we take action to destroy the weave.
Oh.
I mean, it's part of what propped up the gods. It's what has thrown our continent into turmoil. If you had the opportunity right now to rip out the weave, would you?
I don't think I would. I mean, it's you're right. It's brought suffering and strife, but it's also just so beautiful. It's, it's part of what makes like the our world the way it is. I don't know. I don't know if I could take away something like that. I guess I kind of see the faults of like I don't see the evils that maybe or that have been brought about with magic as the fault of magic itself, I guess. I don't know. I guess I
I
see that as a
mean,
fault of humans, and they'll probably figure out another way to be horrific to each other. I mean,
but to a lesser degree, surely.
I don't know. And she kind of looks around at these, all of these engines that were her creations that are now just working, and I don't think we can really say what the limits of technology are.
Well, I mean, sure, magically infused technology, but yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that, about what our realm would look like without the weave. I mean, I suppose Minotaur culture would be a template, wouldn't it?
I suppose. I guess. I mean, it's certainly better than everything dying. So I'm okay with risking it as part of our plan. I don't know if I'm okay with like bringing it about.
Interesting. Well, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. But also I'm kind of thinking about this. So this like this whole all this weapon and the metal, and I'm kind of thinking about like like how it works, and maybe we can like use this to I don't get back come back to me on this. I'm thinking about
Well,
it.
how does it work? What is it?
Yeah.
This metal.
So it's kind of like it is kind of anti-magic. Um and then Mog was
Interesting.
like infusing
Sort
it.
sort of an inverse, if you will.
Yeah, an inverse. And of course, you know that to get an inverse, you solve for the other variable.
Hmm.
But then sometimes you end up with something that's just not a function.
Yeah.
And then
I
that's
mean, what is inverse? Like, I suppose it are the actions of these gods. Obviously, death is not a function that's inversible. It is
well,
unundoable. Non-undoable?
um,
It's final.
uninvertible, but also
Uninvertible.
sometimes not. I mean, ugh,
Well, I'm
but
dead.
yeah, I'm a little dead too. I'm not, maybe not anymore. I don't know. Um, I'm unclear. I think I died. As
I
well.
think you're
So.
dead. I think I'm dead.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's not true then.
I don't know.
We're dead buddies, dead together.
Yes, dead friends.
Dead
Yeah,
The dead
Friends
crew.
Club.
The what do you call a group of dead people? A mob?
murder? No, wait.
Murder?
That's crows.
Nah. That's living crows. And I think dead
Oh,
crows are
okay.
a murder.
Oh no. I don't want to think about dead crows. That's sad. Anyway,
There.
this is a great topic. But yeah, I think there's something here, and she like starts explaining what she's thinking to you and writing it down, and we'll come back to those details next time.
Perfect segue. Thank you, Rosie. Anyways,
Yeah.
everyone, thank you for watching Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. We're back. We got 5 players again.
Yippee!
We got,
Coca-Cola.
more importantly, chat, we are running up on that end game.
Mm-hmm.
They're,
End game? That's the one where he
fuck
snaps, right?
off. I'm gonna snap you in half.
I'm
Gonna
6'3". I'd like to see you try.
Damn. It's a
Damn.
challenge now.
Well, I'm almost
I'm gonna
5
write
foot
I'm gonna write a math problem on a wall, and then while you're solving it, hit you with my car.
Damn.
Why would I be solving a math problem outside?
Because you're a fucking nerd. Also, I never specified outside. Cars can go through lots
I
of
would-
things.
It's true. I have seen a great many videos on the internet of that.
Anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for having a wonderful time. Welcome back, Rosie. We missed you.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be back. Happy to be back.
And thank you for watching Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. Thank you to all of our wonderful players. We have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by...
It me, Brambo. And of course, the best part of the whole episode is Rosie coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Elliot Burning Oak, played by...
It's me, Isaac. I look at monitors 18 hours a day. That's work. And I think... Oof, indeed.
Was so depressing.
Is it depressed? Okay, a little bit. There's a reason that I don't hang out in Discord anymore.
No wonder you won't find a math problem outside.
Oh no!
No.
And obviously the best part of the session was Elliot being cool at some point, I'm sure.
Oh, you were cool. You were cool in Karok's eyes.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by...
Hello, Rosie. When Rosie see us on Twitch, although I don't really stream anymore. But maybe. You can
Maybe
never say
someday.
never. Yeah. But I'm busy. And my favorite moment from today is I actually liked our little ending talk, me and Elliot. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
True. I
Dead
did really
buddies.
like that.
Dead buddies.
And then we have News and World Walker, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. I feel like my favorite part is just having to reintroduce myself over and over again to people that know me because I'm a golden elf right now.
I also enjoy that part. And then last but not least, we have Karakareem, played by.
Hello, it's Dominion Link VT, and I really like that talk at the end as well. It's a talk that I think only Rosie and Elliot really could have had, considering their knowledge, and
The math talk is back, baby!
we love
Yeah,
that.
and also like actually the stuff at the end that was mostly good, real.
That was
like,
mostly
not
accurate
babble.
information.
Yeah, it was mostly accurate information. Which was funny.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you to Rox and Sky for the raid-ins. Thank you to Vital
Yeah.
and Flam. Flam, you're almost at 3 years of being subbed to me. How does that feel?
I'm sure it feels
The
great.
correct answer should be bad. Anybody, thank you
Oh.
for joining us, everybody. I'm PT, your disaster tour guide. We'll be back next Monday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is in hell, and I'm playing Limbo with the devil. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Until we see you next time. I didn't hit the raid message fast
Bye.
enough, so we're still here. I also fucked up the
Oh.
outro, so we're really killing it today. Anybody who's
Let's
ever go say
go.
hi to Glitchroom. They're working on
Yeah.
tutorials for their game. If he says the word Robin Hood, just drop in the chat Robin Hood should die, because there was a bug early on in the game where every time he used an ability as Robin Hood, he would hit himself and die. So,
Oh.
I'm